Hello everyone. So here I am finally for the last and the final review of the book Lady Chatterley's Lover. And okay, so it took me actually 10 days to get it done with because I got into a reading slump unknowingly. And yeah, this is it. And okay, I'm sorry about that. Well, readers do get into a reading slump. Anyways, I'm going to begin with saying that in the last video I kept saying that this book has controversies and this book is controversial. But what is it which makes it so controversial? Although I mentioned earlier that there is this thing that this book has some very explicit details about sexuality and female like desires, the sexual desires, and also talks about a great deal about the body and the mind and their bodily needs and the people which the people who actually requires people actually require this in their lives, but they are not talking about it. And this was something which was frowned upon in the society back then in that time. So this is what something which makes the book controversial. And also it actually got heavily censored in Canada, in Australia, in United Kingdom. It finally got republished in 1960. So this is what we talked about. Now I would like to enhance your okay, so just avoid these crackers like sound in the background. Okay, so I am just going to tell you about the themes which this book is going to discuss. If you are giving like willing to give it a try, then the book is basically about the youth, the body and mind, that how much an individual has control over their body and their mind, and how much they actually can be expressive about it. See, like freedom of sexual expression was something, especially in the case of women, was something which was not like talked about, which was frowned upon, and which was considered a taboo. And women were not given the choice of expression, be it in the like be it in the area of sexuality, be it in the area of their freedom, their working lives and their independence. They were not given like literally any kind of freedom, not a single bit. And okay, apart from them, it talks about youth, their mentality. Like in the character of Mr. Chatterley, we see that how his he has a crippled body, but yet his mind is very active, and still he considers himself more worthy to the society and the service of the nation than her wife. Also, this book tells a story about a forbidden love, about the forbidden love between Mrs. Chatterley, or Connie, the character's name is Constance Chatterley, and her husband's gamekeeper, Millers. I am forgetting his name, but it is Millers. So Mr. Miller. So he's the gamekeeper. He's from working class, and the women and the lady of honor is from upper class. So this social mobility was something which society was not ready to accept yet. And I call it a timeless classic, yet it has some specific details about certain things which are very much restricted to that time of the society, like in that era. And okay, also it talks about societal constraints, social mobility, and everything which society is not ready to discuss yet with their people and the readers. And especially people who do not read, would not read, but be a critic so called, they were the ones who got offended, like in reality. And the people who were actually genuine readers, they gave it a thought, and they actually got, like they were thankful that it got published, and they got to read it finally, and it got uncensored at one point of time. And yeah, so this is all about the book. And okay, there is like in-depth characters details, and there are some scenes which I also found a little too much to talk about and feel about. But okay, well, I can't help it, because this is something which about which T.H. Lawrence is famous, and this is something he is famous for. So he has all the rights in the world to express his ways of writing and his feelings about certain things, which you might or I might find a little bit out of order, a little bit too much to discuss. But okay, this was an okay read, and I am so disappointed that I got into reading slump like with this one. But okay, I will try to find myself an interesting read next time. But also this was interesting. All the fault lies with me. The book has no fault at all. The book has no like this is perfect, right? This is a perfect read. I will call it a perfect read, and I am going to rate it, I believe, I think I should rate it 4.7 or 6. Okay, so I'm basically, it's like 4.65. So I'm going to rate it between 4.6 and 4.7. And to go ahead and read it. And this is one of the best reads you could find, because if you are too introvert and if you really believe that sometimes you cannot express things which you actually want to, then this book is for you, because this book has that those qualities which gives you freedom, and which gives you a way to express yourself in, like, in front of you, first of all, in front of mirror. Yeah, you can talk to your alter ego, or you can talk to your other self while reading it, which I did. And it is going to help you to gain some knowledge for sure. So this is it. Thank you.